The ballots are now in the mail, and it is time to vote for Grand Island voters. I'm, of course, talking about the Grand Island Public Schools school bond. I'm joined with Dr. Robert Winter, who is the superintendent of Grand Island Public Schools. First, let's talk a little bit about how you got to the bond issue. 18 months of research, a lot of public input. Is that right?
That's correct. We started this project with a bond, the discussion about bonds with a board retreat. We then engaged a focus group of about 75 community members a year ago, and we met for 4 or 5 different times. Had some great input from those folks, and they helped us shape that. We then took that information and did a series of town hall meetings, asked for input from the community, and then took that information back and ultimately came to the decision that we came with the 7 attendance centers and the bond issue that we're placing before the folks today.
Like you said, 7 facilities that would be affected. Let's first start with the 5 elementary schools and what the plans are for those.
Okay, we really have 3 issues that we're focusing on. So when I talk about the attendance centers or the schools, that's what I'm referencing. Shoemaker School is an open concept school, and it's also a school that we're going to add classrooms to based on our enrollment growth. We're up about 34% in the last 15 years, and we anticipate that that growth will continue. So we need space. So we're going to add classrooms and deal with the open concept at Shoemaker School. We're going to add classrooms onto Engleman Elementary, again, just because of sheer numbers. We then are going to take and turn our attention to Stolley Park Elementary. Stolley Park Elementary School is, the original building was 1880s, early 1890s, and it's a wonderful old building, but it's a tired building. And so we're looking to raise that building, or in other words, demolish that building and build back on the same site in a 2-story building that will give us some flexibility as far as what we need to do with students and their classroom space and how we utilize that space. Starr Elementary is another open concept classroom, and when I talk about open concept classrooms, I'm talking about classrooms with makeshift walls and makeshift doors, and sound travels very easily throughout those buildings. We have hallways that are through our classrooms, so kids will travel through 1 or 2 or sometimes 3 classrooms to get to a certain spot in the building. We want to address that, so we'll be building a new building on the property we own at the corner of Adams Street and Stolley Park Road. That will be a 4 classroom, or when I say 4 units, I'm talking about 4 classrooms of grade 1, 4 of grade 2, 4 of grade 3, and so on and so forth. We'll do that there. That gives us some flexibility for growth in the future, and that's important. We looked at the combining of the 2, Stolley Park and Starr, because they're fairly close proximity to each other, but that would have given us an attendance center or a school of approximately 530 to 550 kids, too large to really have any more growth and be efficient. So that's what we're doing there. We'll do the same thing at Jefferson. Jefferson is another open concept of our classrooms or our schools, so we'll rebuild there. Finally, the last 2 projects, very quickly. Barr Middle School has 780 kids in there. We anticipate that to grow. We're out of space. We have classes that we hold in lunchrooms and on stages, and we have hallways that are very tight, and we're using every inch of that. So we want to add space onto that and allow that. And finally, senior high, with the development of the career pathway, we have some space that we can use.
Like I said, the ballots are in the mail now. What do voters need to make sure that they do and have in by the deadline?
Okay, appreciate the question. The ballots are out. They need to they should get the ballot in the mail. Sign the ballot or vote on the ballot. Place it back in an envelope that will come with the ballot. Place a stamp on it and sign across the back. And the thing we need to remember is 1 ballot per envelope.
And that key there really is also, people forget to sign the envelope. Make sure you're signing the outside.
Absolutely. Sign the back of it.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Winter.
Sure, it's my pleasure.
Stay with us. We'll be right back for more News 5 at 11:30.